Another day and another civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. And no need to worry, Diddy is eating in jail.
My God, today.
Lady.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we've been talking about Diddy a lot. It's been over a week since he was indicted and sentenced and arrested here in New York City. Since then, he's tried to get out of jail twice and he was denied, because they really do feel as if Diddy is a flight risk and will continue to intimidate witnesses. One of the other things that we just discussed this week was Al B. Sure coming out slamming this book, Kim's Lost Words, as fake. The family has since come out and said this book is not real, it's not fake. They also have said that there was no foul play involved in Kim Porter's passing. But as you also know, there have been multiple lawsuits. This week alone, another woman had a press conference with Gloria Allred. Thalia Grace has her own civil lawsuit against Diddy, only for us to wake up to another lawsuit against Diddy. But before we get into that, we also let you know that according to reports, Diddy was refusing to eat at this detention center, partially because people believe as if he's messing with a lot of powerful people, and some of these powerful people might want to take him out. Very much like a lot of people assume what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. So this is what TMZ is reporting in regards to Diddy eating. He is eating in jail. They said Diddy's not afraid of other inmates giving him a poisoned apple in prison, because TMZ has learned that he is not paranoid about what's going on into his food, as some have suggested. Sidebar, I do believe a lot of these stories are coming from Diddy's camp, are coming from Diddy's attorney. We literally were just letting you guys know that Diddy's attorney is in the new Tubi TMZ documentary, being interviewed, talking about baby oil, talking about how Diddy is going to take the stand. Sidebar, I am going to be collaborating with Stephanie St. Aubin again to update you in regards to the Diddy of it all, to talk about Mayor Eric Adams, and a lot more, including Naomi Campbell. We got to talk about it. All the legality parts. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out when we drop that. So they continue, said, here's the deal. Multiple outlets have reported that Diddy stopped eating behind bars because he's paranoid about someone poisoning his food at New York's most notorious MDC Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center. However, a source close to Diddy, his attorney, says this is total BS. He's eating normal jailhouse food, like any other inmate. The music mogul receives no special treatment. We've already told you about Diddy's food options in the can. It ain't Nobu by any means, but it's not going to kill Puffy. Let me take a look at this, just real quick. The Federal Bureau of Prisons National High-Rise Menu. National High-Rise Menu? Why you got to give it such a fancy name? So you want to know what Diddy's eating today on this Friday? So for breakfast, he's having fruit, cereal, breakfast cake. What's a breakfast cake? Do you guys know what a breakfast cake is? What is a breakfast cake? I've never heard of that in my entire life. Sugar substitute packs and skim milk. For lunch, I think, baked fish or black beans. Do we know if Diddy is vegan? Rice pilaf, green peas, whole wheat bread, tartar sauce, fruit, beverage. I mean, they're having better lunch than I'm having right now. I'm busy here working. I had a shake. And he gets a beverage. For dinner, not chicken fried rice. Okay, we're making it sound fancy. God only knows how this is prepared. Chicken fried rice or tofu fried rice. At least they're thinking about the vegetarians. Green beans, whole wheat bread. They really just give you a little thing of bread. I always thought that was just a TV thing. I've never been to prison by the grace of God. Look, whole wheat bread and a beverage. Can you get hot chocolate?
Girl, this girl is delusional.
No, okay, all right. So that is a little bit. That's what he could be eating today. All right? And it's pretty much the same stuff every other day. Let me see if they got chickpea tacos on Saturday. And whole kernel corn. Look. I am such a foodie. Ooh, cheese pizza for dinner tomorrow night. Okay. Ooh, they had Salisbury steak for dinner on Mondays. What are we doing right now, people? Look, we did it for Tom Girardi. We're going to do it for you too, Diddy. Okay. They got soy chili mac. I just love the fact that they are considering people's vegetarian diet. Even though we've heard some terrible things about Metropolitan Detention Center, but we'll leave that alone. So Diddy's currently locked up, as you know, in Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, with 2 different judges denying him bail last week, despite the huge $50 million package and security offer his lawyers offer to ensure he shows up to trial. Prosecutors, as you know, have charged Diddy with trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in ladies of the night. However, they were not ladies of the night. They were male workers. Okay. All right. Even though we're told that he's not paranoid in prison, many think he has a reason to be. Even his old nemesis, Suge Knight, says he better watch his back because other inmates are likely to plotting against him. And God only knows who he's put in there that we don't know. We know about the whole situation with Shine, but we don't know all the things. All right. But here's the other thing. So the other thing that came out today in regards to Diddy is that Diddy is being sued yet again civilly. All right, we have his federal trial, but he has multiple lawsuits. I think this makes this number 12. You know, Dawn Richard is suing him. Lil Rod is suing him. We had Thalia Graves this week have a public press conference with Gloria Allred. She's suing him, saying that he and his head of security attacked her in a studio. Well, now a model is coming out and saying that he liked her and essayed her and even got her pregnant. So TMZ says that Diddy is facing a new lawsuit filed by a woman who claims the rap mogul drugged and essayed her and continues to menace and intimidate her. In new documents filed Friday and obtained by TMZ, a Jane Doe claims that the Bad Boy Records founder repeatedly assaulted her over a 4-year period and says that one of the encounters even resulted in her getting pregnant, but she ended up having a miscarriage. The anonymous woman, represented by attorney Joseph Chiacchio, claims that I'm actually impressed that I was able to pronounce that. I might be completely wrong, but we're going to go run with that. Claims that she first met Diddy overseas in the fall of 2020 and was invited to join the rapper on an all expenses paid trip. The woman says that she saw Diddy regularly between 2021 and 2022, with the rapper and his team arranging for her to meet up with him at his homes in Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and other various locations. Did KK help you with that? Just asking. However, she claims that she did not travel at her own volition, claiming Diddy and his staff would use coercive and harassing language to make her agree. She says drivers would show up at her home to take her to Diddy, which left her feeling like she didn't have a choice in the matter. I believe this. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, here goes someone else with a story. I get it, but sometimes when they get into the descriptive nature of the things, you're like, oh. The woman alleges Diddy also used spiked alcoholic beverages as a way to force her to do his bidding, saying Diddy forced her to have sex in April of 2022 while she was at his LA home. She claims to have sustained physical injuries from her encounters with Diddy, including one during a spring 2022 visit where she says that she was left with purple bruises and a bite mark on her feet. She says that she does not remember how she got the injuries. The woman also accuses Diddy of forcing her to take ketamine and other drugs in July of 2022, which resulted in her blacking out. It was after that alleged incident that she says that she got pregnant. Well, these are very similar to the claims and the specifics that we saw in the Fed's case. According to the suit, one of Diddy's associates called her repeatedly, harassing her to get an abortion, but she says she ultimately suffered a miscarriage, probably from the stress. She says that she tried to get space from Diddy after the miscarriage, but Diddy would allegedly harass her with calls and texts until she agreed to see him, which she claims continued through July of 2024. The woman says she feared for her safety during this time, having witnessed Diddy slap and abuse other women. She also alleged that he found some way to track her location and monitor her conversations. Look, all she needs to prove is that she actually has met Diddy, because there will be people that are like, oh, Diddy did this to me, and they've never met the man. All she needs to prove is that she has met Diddy. And I believe everything she says, because I don't believe this man had normal interactions with anyone. Because if you read the description of what the feds are talking about, what he did, this is not a normal human being. Like, there's something completely wrong with this man. She claims Diddy continues to contact her to this day, attempting to control her and intimidate her. And I know what you're thinking. How is he trying to contact her? I don't believe that Diddy is less powerful just because he's behind bars. He still has people doing his bidding on the outside. The woman says she suffered trauma, financial injury, and physical injury and is seeking an unspecified amount in damages. TMZ has reached out to Diddy's rep to comment. So far, no word back. They're too busy trying to put out all these other fires. Do you think that this is the end of the civil lawsuits? No. This is just the beginning. This man allegedly has gotten away with this type of behavior for the last 3 decades. There is probably a whole trail of people, and I'm not going to say women, people that this man has done dirty. He has a whole roster of artists that he's done dirty. So I can only imagine, when you look at the pattern of behavior that people have said about him and what we've seen on television, none of this should be completely shocking. If anything, we should be a little bit more concerned that it took this long for this to happen. And anyone associated with him, look, I'm not one of those people that jump to the belief, like if you went to a Diddy party, that you had something to do with any of this. However, some of the people that he considered close friends, some people that gave him the key to the city just a couple of years ago, Eric Adams, those people I find to be questionable. Guys, we're going to continue to follow this story, but as always, let's have this conversation in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.